Well, hello there. Welcome again. We're here in Alaska, enjoying our spring, and I thought I'd do a little video about my boots, just in case anybody was wondering. See if I can do this here. Alright, got my little bedroll here. Let me open that up, sit on that. Don't get all wet, because then I can take my boot off. Whew, got the sun right in my eyes, perfect. Okay, let's see. Now they're covered in snow. We gotta get back a little ways, huh? Camel there. Alright. So, there's a nice layer of crust on it. Alright. So, you can see my boots here. They're a moccasin, and I made them out of elk hide. So I like to make stuff, kind of gives you that satisfaction here. Alright, stick my foot there. Anyway, so there we go. It's basically a pucker toe. It's a pucker toe type moccasin. And but what I did is I made the upper a little higher than normal for normal kind of plains type moccasin. And what so I got some not used leather, but like seconds, kind of not the best quality because it was cheaper, and it had a few holes. Here's a patch right there, but anyway, it was elk hide. It was pretty cheap. And I took a piece of an old pair of pants, and I traced my foot on that material, cut it out, traced the foot on it, and then how much I wanted on the sides, and then I made all the pieces out of that old pair of pants, and I made it so it would fit my foot, and I sewed it together, because that was real easy to sew, and then I made sure it would all fit, and then I unsewed it. I clipped it all out, pair of scissors, and laid it out on the leather, traced it, cut out the leather. And then with this you have to sew it, but there's a lot of videos on how to do pucker toeing, and you just kind of do your best. And then I put little tabs for the laces and the tongue, and anyway, so then what I did is I got some black tar stuff from the hardware store, kind of a rubbery stuff came in a tube, and I smeared that all on the bottom, and then I took some old pieces of rubber and chewed it all up and pushed that into that. So that kind of gave me a rubbery sole to, one, I thought it would wear better, and it has, and also to kind of make it somewhat waterproof, because we got a lot of water, a lot of snow, and the snow gets wet and that as it heats up through the day. So, and then also I put some mink oil on the leather here too to help waterproof that a bit. But anyway, and then inside, this is a pair, so this is a liner from a pair of pack boots, like a pair of Sorels, and that's just a wool liner, so that's what's in there. And then I have another wool insole that goes in, so I have that much insulation between my foot and the leather, so to keep me warm. And it does a really good job. I haven't had any problems. I've been really happy with them. I made these back in December. Oh, listen to that airplane. Anyway, that was kind of before I got into making videos, and it was always one of my projects I wanted to do, and so I should have made a video, I guess, on making that. It was a real pain sewing all this, but I think they turned out pretty good, pretty pretty warm. Oh, and then inside the liner I do have an insert because they're kind of flat-footed, and if you have an arch and you're not used to walking in moccasins, they kind of can be painful. So I have a little insert inside there. And so those are my, I guess they're not really moccasins. They're not really mucklucks. They're kind of an in-between of or something. But anyway, that's what I call them, boots. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Under this rubber, I did sew on a big heavy piece of cowhide that I cut out in the shape of the foot. And so there's a big piece of cowhide about not quite a 1/4 inch thick. So, because I didn't, this elk hide is fairly thin, and I'm sure that would wear out pretty fast. But anyway, so I made these in December. I've been using them this winter. It's March, and I've been really happy with them. No complaints. So we'll see how long they last. But, the whole point was, let's see, trying to think what I have invested in that. I had the liners already, so if you had to buy liners, that might increase the cost, but I think about $50 investment in here, plus my time and energy. But the satisfaction of making something yourself, that's great. Are you going to find a pair of moccasins for that price? Probably not. And anyway, and you could do it out of any leather. Obviously, if you're a trapper or tanner and you have your own leather, that would even cut the costs. So, but hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to put this back on my foot. And then I usually tuck my pants in. And tie the laces. And I left them long so they would tie around. So these are kind of a winter boot, because if you take out that liner, I meant them for winter, and so I designed them to go with that liner. If you take out that liner, they're going to be kind of sloppy, and usually moccasins you want to fit kind of snug on your feet. So you could work them in the summer without the liner. They just would be a little floppy, and I don't know if you could tighten them up enough with the laces or not. But that being said, they work great in the winter. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you around, and hopefully get another one done here. So take care.